Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we are going to be talking about XRP or Ripple. Yeah, I mean, it's going to zero, guys. No, but seriously, like, I've been seeing so many tweets and so many comments about XRP going to zero, it's going to 20 cents, it's going to here. These people really need to stop. I mean, honestly, when we really look at it, it's really not that bad. Like, we're honestly sitting at about 58 cents, pretty much pre support zones from even back in the beginning or almost end of March. So I don't even know where the concerns are where it's going to zero. A lot of people keep saying that it's going to zero. It's not. Trust me, guys. It's way bigger than most people think that it is. Now, we do see that the market is up about 0.5%, which is nothing. You know, when we look at XRP, I do think that we could see possibly about 45 cents, maybe even a little bit lower, depending on where Bitcoin goes on Sunday, and also maybe tonight. Like, you know, today is Saturday, so we got to really analyze and watch Bitcoin closely today, because that's pretty much where XRP will go, depending on where Bitcoin does. So let's actually jump into some crypto content. So we actually got breaking news today. This is co-founder of the Ethereum network, Anthony Diorio, says he's done with the cryptocurrency world, partially because of personal safety concerns. This is funny, right? When we look at this, right? When we look here, we do see that down here he actually quotes saying, "It's got a risk profile that I'm not too enthused about." He also says, who declined to disclose his cryptocurrency holdings or net worth. "I don't feel necessarily safe in this space. If I was focused on larger problems, I think I'd be safer." And this is actually kind of weird. I mean, it's kind of confusing, honestly. But when we look at this, you know, he co-founded it even back in 2013. He was basically the co-founder of Ethereum. And what I'm honestly getting out of this, now I know that I could be reaching a bit here. Now, I've talked about Ethereum. I've talked about the ICO listing that they did basically back in 2014, where they were selling Ethereum tokens to kind of fund the network that wasn't even built yet. And I've talked about the scrutiny that could come from this, and I believe at some point in time, Ethereum will have its day in court with the SEC, just like XRP and Ripple has. I think once regulations come into this space and we also see clarity happen, I think that's when Ethereum will basically be the front runner for a case between the SEC. And I'm not the only one, right? When we look down here, right, a lot of people are still saying the same thing. I just think that, you know, even this guy says, right, or maybe he's afraid of being indicted as a connection to ex-SEC William Hinman and Clayton. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And I do agree, right? I think that this has a direct correlation with that. I think that this could have a 100% connection to the possibility of Ethereum basically going down. And I know that that is a strong suggestion, but I honestly think that Ethereum will have its day in court because it's just a clear security when you really look at the facts. Just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now, I really want to talk to you guys about something big. And when we talk about XRP going to zero or going to $100 or going here, going there, a lot of people like to spew like massive price amounts. Now, I've been talking about QNT for quite some time. People still think that QNT is like a competitor of XRP, which I just don't understand why. But when we look here, right, this is talking about the Digital Pound Foundation Limited. If you guys don't know, obviously you should, but the Digital Pound is the currency in the UK. Now, when we look into this, we do see that Susan Friedman is on here, one. But there is a strong overall, like, look at this, right? We do see Gilbert Verdian, who is in Quant. We do see Jeremy O'Brien, which is in Barclays. Susan Friedman, right, from Ripple, as you guys already know. And then we also have Richard Ells from Electroneum. Now, this is huge. This could be a big connection when we talk about the digital pound. I mean, we've been talking about the UK banks basically having a CBDC at some point in time. There's been talks about them pretty much, building one or, pretty much implementing one. And I think that this kind of confirms the idea that they will be most likely working with QNT and also Ripple. Now, you might be wondering, well, what kind of connections does QNT and XRP have together? Well, good question. So, when we come over to Quant's website, first off, if you guys haven't looked into Quant or know about Quant, you should definitely look into it. I think that's an easy 4 to 5 digit asset in the future. Now, this is basically connecting all the distributed ledgers for faster, more efficient growth over their distributed ledger network, leading connectivity revolution, of course, all this juicy stuff, which I've talked about in the past. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. Now, these are their solutions for enterprise use cases. Now, if we come down, we don't have to scroll down too much, but we do see their multi-ledger tokens, MLT, minting multi-DLT stablecoins from fiat funds. Oh, wow. What does that kind of sound like? I know what that sounds like. CBDCs. We do see here, who's it for? Central banks, fintechs, trading consortia, closed-loop payments, marketplaces, and micro-payment platforms. And then they pretty much tell you how it works. It's over the DLT, or even on a private DLT, which we know that banks will most likely utilize a private DLT. Now, they're also utilizing Quant's patent multi-ledger technology, which is MLT, and we do see here some examples. The Quant solution implements the IMF's semi-decentralized model for central bank digital currency CBDCs. It also enables simple and flexible implementation of synthetic CBDCs and can be used by banks as a more flexible type of stablecoin. Oh, wow. Wait, what was that? Yeah, that's right. I mean, listen, QNT is huge. Not a lot of people really know about QNT for the most part. Now, they are directly connected with Ripple. You can't see it here because this is kind of just telling you guys about their overall use cases for Quant itself for enterprise. Now, we do see the distributed ledger network down here. Now, this is where we get into the idea of connections with Ripple, Ethereum, and even Bitcoin. Now, we do see here that the public DLT solutions all use the same standard API and format, so adding support for more DLTs to your applications is simple and needs no new learning or infrastructure. So, you know how, like, for example, the banking systems were pretty much upgrading their systems and, to the new age technology, and it took forever, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is going to be simple. And they're even saying here, right, it needs no new learning or infrastructure. So they're not changing the system. They're not, doing anything that's going to obstruct, the system's downtime or anything like that. Now, this is utilizing Overledger, which if you guys are in the XRP community and you guys listen to Quincy himself, it talks about the Overledger a lot. Now, this is for Ethereum. We do see companies and developers that want to create apps which use the Ethereum network. This is pretty much how it works as well. I'm not going to go into too much depth on that. I'm more so here for Ripple. So here is XRP and Ripple, who is it for companies and developers that want to create apps which use the Ripple network. How does it work? Overledger provides a standard API for working with Ripple. So again, customers do not need their own Ripple nodes or to learn the low-level interfaces, formats, and cryptography that are usually involved in developing applications for Ripple. Ripple is typically used for cross-border payments and movement of funds. It is also used for other use cases, but is primarily a financial network. So they are directly connected with XRP. They also are connected with Oracle, which we already know they did a huge. Basically, Oracle pretty much released a huge thing regarding banks as well. I think QNT will have huge hands in the pot for CBDCs and banks. This kind of confirms it overall. I think that this is great. Now, obviously, you don't need to look too far into it or really read too much into it because it's right in front of your faces. As this guy even says here, right? Can't believe my eyes. It's in plain sight, and they're letting us in early before it happens. Wow, and that's exactly what it is, right? We're in early. The boat still hasn't set sail. We're still early. There's still a possibility for you to jump on and, not miss out. This boat is not going to sink. This boat is indestructible. I know that's what they said about the Titanic, but listen, this is going to be insane when we look at it, right? As Rosie Rios even said, right? The train is about to go off, right? I mean, she already said that it left the station, but I don't think so. I think that they're, warming it up, right? Get your tickets for the train ride because it's going to be a wild one. especially considering the fact that, we're talking about the digital pound here. This is a stable coin, right? This is exactly what it is. This goes hand in hand into the multi-ledger tokens that will be directly connected to Ripple, as we already see by Susan Friedman basically being on here as well. Now, I personally think that this is huge. I think that this is bigger than what most people think about it. For an example, right, when we talk about QNT, this is such an incredible project. Definitely look into it if you guys haven't already. I did a deep dive on QNT already, but I think the connection between these two, a lot of people will read into it and pretty much say that XRP or QNT is basically a competitor of XRP. They're not. They're joining forces, and they are going to ignite CBDCs and the future of finance like you've never seen before. So let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. Nonetheless, it's been Nick. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. Peace out.